so keep that in mind.
Yeah, hey, forget I asked.
That'll definitely do.
Ew. Join the Discord.
It was the least fun I've ever had playing this game.
A small but vibrant and extremely humble community.
No, I've seen the sleeves, but I'm like, you said you're suiting up, and then you put your sleeve on. Thank you for saying that.
Because I'm a demon on the keys.
Next thing I know, we're both dead. I immediately left the lobby.
In Vietnam.
What are they playing for? Are they playing to win?
Stay humble.
Stay humble.
We are live. Welcome to the Dropshot, episode number 60 plus 8. Might have to do a special one for the next episode.
Oh, yeah.
Episode 69ing with Shakedown. My name is Casey, also known as Razinon. I am joined again by my good friend Tanner. Tanner, say hello to everyone.
What's going on, everybody?
And today, we've got a pretty big episode. And it's going to be mostly Modern Warfare focused today, which is interesting. But that is because Season 6 of this dog shit game just released, and there's a lot to talk about, which we will dive into. But first, a couple announcements, as always, of course. First of all, welcome new patron, the Dave Daly. Now, he's our only new patron. And by the way, that makes me furious. Hey, we need more. We need more. 4 bonus episodes per month. Other goodies if you want them. Patreon.com/thedropshot. So the Dave Daly, welcome on board, brother. Good to have you here. Yeah. That is that. So thanks, Dave. Tanner, any announcements from you?
Yes, thank you, SP Farms, for the 500 biddies like 10 minutes ago. Thank you, brother. And Pre-Shock, thanks for subbing for the, I don't know, fucking 14th time in the last week. Don't know what's going on, but hey, I'm going to announce it every time I get the notifications. So thanks. Thanks, boys.
There we go. So that is good. So now maybe you don't have to be super envious of me. You got offline action. True. I got none. Maybe I got canceled and I haven't found out about it yet. So we'll for sure look into that. But yeah,
I hope so.
Today we have an episode. As I said, you guys may see here, I have a new mic arm. It's not in the way of my camera anymore, which is good, but it is still kind of awkward. I don't know if I'm going to keep it here. But now I'm at least unobstructed for the time being. And also, new windscreen. So the plosives, I think, will be better this episode because I listened to the last episode. They were disastrous. When I said like Peter picks pizza, pepperonis periodically, it just sounded like terrible. Like your eardrums were just getting fucking air blown into them. So hopefully that's going to be a little better. This windscreen should help. I still need to equalize it though, so it's still not going to sound perfect, but we're working on it. We have an audio engineer helping us out.
Actually,
pro bono, of course. So yeah, that is. If anything sounds weird, that's why we're working on it. Tanner, anything else from you?
I don't think so. I still don't really believe it was necessarily your windscreen. I think it was just your gain was too high. Is too high. It's
super possible, but no. The plosives were definitely because of the windscreen.
Got it. Yeah, nothing new for me.
Nothing new. Okay. All right. Well, we got a big ep, so I guess we might as well just dive right the fuck in. So if you were listening for the jingle, here it is. All right. So, as I said yesterday night, it's so weird. It's usually like tonight at 11 or last night at 11, but it was before that. It was like Monday night at 11 our time last time, which is weird, but yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we got season 6. So we have quite a few things to go over. First, we'll start with playlist updates. This was all in the Season 6 patch notes. Multiplayer as Ground War. Oh, including a new Ground War map, which I want to talk about. But first, we'll finish this. Gunfight Blueprint Customs, don't care. Face Off Station, which I believe is a new gunfight map. Kill Streak confirmed. I don't know what that is either. And then Season 6 Mosh Pit. So the Season 6 maps, Broadcast, and Meal Store Tank Factory, change it, in a Mosh Pit game modes. A set of game modes. It's a Mosh Pit. So we'll start here. Tanner, did you know there was a new Ground War map?
I know there is. I don't remember at all what it is though, because I was reading. I didn't play on release day because I heard of how everyone was just crashing, so I didn't even waste my time.
Which we'll get into.
So I actually don't remember what the Ground War map even was. Let me guess. It wasn't a new map, was it?
Oh, great guess. Of course not.
Yeah.
With that said, it was it was like the neighborhood that Itchy likes to land at.
Okay.
That like street where the buy station is too, you know? It's actually, I've only played it like once or twice, but it's been a pretty good experience so far, to be honest. As far as a Ground War map. It's way better than Promenade, for example.
It sounds like it would be terrible, but yeah, anything's better than Promenade. That's true.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Interesting.
I'd rather Shipment Ground War than Promenade. No cap.
Okay.
So
yeah, keep that in mind.
Yeah. So that's been interesting. And then what else was I gonna say? Yeah, Gunfight Blueprint Customs, Face Off Station, a new gunfight map. I don't know or care really what this is. I haven't played it, and I don't intend to. Kill Streak confirmed. Do you know what this is?
You probably get a kill and pick up a dog tag, which is a kill streak, maybe.
That sounds like the worst playlist ever, if it's true. To be honest, I don't know.
I could be extremely
terrible.
wrong, but the way they named it, that's what it would kind of sounds like it would be.
You think?
But that would be fucking terrible if so.
Yeah, it would be the worst thing I've ever seen. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so we don't know what that is. And then Season 6 Mosh Pit, it has the two new maps. Now, Broadcast is, of course, a map from COD 4? Or MW 2? COD 4, right?
COD 4, yep.
COD 4. And that is already...
Correct.
Another recycled map, of course, from TV Station on Verdansk. And it is a map. It's a Sixes map. How did you like Broadcast in the past, in COD 4 days?
I never really liked it to begin with, so not much has changed. It's actually worse in this game. But I was never a big fan of Broadcast, especially in Call of Duty 4 for that game. I thought it was way too big. I never really liked it. So it was never really that popular of a map, at least on PC. It was COD 4 is a totally different game on console, but on PC that was not a popular map at all. So it's kind of weird that they brought that back.
I was gonna say it never seemed like a fan favorite map to me. Like I knew it existed, but it wasn't like Raid or anything, you know? It was weird that they included it, but it's not terribly surprising.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, my opinion of Broadcast, not good. Not good. What's interesting is that it's almost not too big. Still a little too big, but not too big.
Well, for this game, of course it's not too big because they're maps like Arklov Peak.
Right.
So.
But also,
regardless,
it's not great.
It's just they just filled it with unnecessary garbage, like they always do.
A bunch of desks and shit. Yeah.
There's just stuff everywhere.
I don't know how much different it is from the COD 4 version. Is it significantly different?
The layout's pretty similar, but yeah, of course, like games back then didn't have clutter everywhere like they do now. Especially this game. They just, another step towards their realistic approach. There's just clutter and stuff everywhere, which, hey, is fine if it was a realism game, but it's an arcade shooter, I would rather just be able to move around easier, not have to worry about running into a 10-foot long desk every building I enter, every room I enter.
And with just how bad the visibility is too, it's like the more pieces of like cover, it's like the more things my eyes have to like scan before I get shot and killed in one frame, of course, because I can't see anything. So yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, I didn't like broadcast very much at all. Not terrible, not the worst map in this game by any means, but certainly not great. Once again, too much of a Z-axis as well, which is annoying. Like you can get on that roof. I don't know. I just don't like it that much. And then Meal Store Tank Factory. You played this.
That was the map I played the most. Yeah, I kind of like it. But again, there's stuff everywhere. I mean, if you go in, so there's like, you know, there's like the two factories, and then there's that walkway that connects them up top. And like the factories are just full of junk. Like if I run into one of those through the doors on either side, everybody in that building is already looking at me, and I can't find anyone because there's tanks everywhere. There's ladders, there's stairs, there's stuff everywhere again. And it's so hard to find people, just cluttered. And then like you can go like where they pull the tanks up to, I guess you would say like work on them, service them from underneath or something. You can, you know, go underneath there.
Oh yeah. What is that called?
I don't know.
I know what you're talking about though,
yeah. So it's, I don't know. There's just, again, too many areas that they could be, but it's not a terrible map. They've definitely had worse maps in this game for sure. It's just another map that if it were in like any other Call of Duty game, it'd be like, oh, this is fucking horrible. Because the maps were actually good
by comparison,
at times, you know?
Exactly. Yeah.
But so in this game, it's just, oh, okay. You know, we don't expect good maps anymore, sadly. We haven't for 6 months. So we just know they aren't going to be good. So I'm just like, oh, okay, it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's not the worst Modern Warfare map, but
yeah. So number one, it's too big, which is totally unsurprising. It's too big for 6s. Probably a decent 10s map. I think this map would actually be pretty good. You know that bridge at the middle?
Yes.
If you could not get on top of that bridge, I think this map would be a lot better. Because people get up there and they're hard to see and you can't shoot them, and I don't like it. But if there was like if you couldn't get on top of there, there'd be a lot more like battling over that bridge, and I think that would actually make it more fun. It's hard for me to say because like we haven't had much experience yet with this map. So it's hard to like really give our like proper opinion on it. But I will say exactly like you, I don't like it, but I don't like any maps in this game, right? So it's not surprising that I don't like it. It's not the worst map they've ever had though. Like this season's already better than season 5. Like period. The ground war map is better. I feel like this is probably better than Cheshire Park, especially because it's not nighttime, which is good. And then what was the other season 5 map? Scrapyard? Yes.
No. Weren't those season 4?
Maybe. No. Scrapyard was season 5.
No.
Hard Hat? Hard Hat was season 4, I think. Doesn't matter. This is still a better season than season 5. For more reasons than just the maps, which we're going to get into, of course. But yeah, this map is not terrible, Tank Factory. So it's something to keep in mind for sure.
It's funny that you talk about getting on top of that bridge, because that was like the one thing I kept doing. I kept getting up there with the R7.
Yeah.
I'd get a lot of kills up there.
It's busted.
I mean, I don't know why you're thinking it's OP, but
it's not actually OP. It's just a good spot.
It's a spot, yeah.
It's hard to see people when they're there. That's my issue.
Yeah.
If I'm not there myself. The disadvantage, of course, I can see the reasoning, because if you are on top of that bridge and someone's like outside on the floor, you're very easy to get killed. So it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, it's like that people aren't on the outside like that hardly ever. Everyone just wants to like fight at the fucking bridge. So I don't know. It needs more playtime, but it's I'm kind of lukewarm on it. So now real quick. Okay.
Yeah, it was Oil Rig and Harbor. Those were season 5.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. Okay. Oops. My bad.
Thanks, whoever said that in chat.
Yeah. So.
Yes,
Thank you. Okay. Now, real quick. A couple things here. Jesus Christ. Okay. How far? Okay. Arkong with the gifty boy. It's the pickle. 1,000 bits. Lemur with the 3 gifted subs. Jesus Christ, I can't even keep up. J-Web with the gifty boy. Claptimus with the sub. Dreves with the 5 gifty boys. Aussie Menace with the 10 gifty boys. And then Big Dick swinging Dr. J-Web with 27 gifty boys. Dude.
Holy shit, boys.
That was
female.
That was some activity. Wow. That was some activity. Now, I don't know why this dick slinging contest is happening. I'm not mad about it. But holy shit, dude. Wow. Thank you guys, all of you. Jesus. Lemur, Arkong, Pickle, Jay, Clap, Dreves, Aussie. Boys and girls. Thank you so very much. Aussie Menace bullied him into it. Well, hey. Any bullies in the chat? Oh, Dr. J-Web has a proper 100 gifted subs this month. Jesus Christ, dude. J-Web, Aussie, Dreves, Lemur, Clap, Arkong. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. J-Web, you're fucking insane. 100 subs this month, dude. Wow. And Aussie, of course. All of you, thank you so much. All the support. I am blessed, honored, humbled, and privileged. Wow. Wow. Thank you, guys. I can't say it enough. I love you. Really appreciate you all. 100 gifted subs. God damn, dude. Yeah. Thank you, guys. We got a big episode. So thank you. And we are going to try to continue this broadcast. No map. Dumb joke. Doesn't matter. Okay. Next up for playlist updates. Nothing much to say here. Warzone quads, trios, duos, solos, plunder trios, and armored royale quads. Now, you know me, Tanner. Of course, I haven't played this, and I never will, right?
Yeah.
So I don't even exactly know what it is. Have you played this? Of course you have. And what did it entail?
Of course I haven't. I haven't even seen gameplay of it. I actually forgot about it until I just read that note right now. Because you were so upset when you saw that those were coming.
I thought it was going to be, I thought it was going to be just in Warzone now. And I was like, oh, Warzone's dead. I deleted the tweet because, that's not the case.
Yeah. I feel like that could actually be a fun LTM. But again, we just don't get into LTMs for some reason. I think that would be fun.
I'm not going to do vehicular. Hey, if you want to shoot tanks at each other, let's go install Battlefield. But until such time, I'm avoiding this playlist like coronavirus. I'm avoiding it like coronavirus. Okay.
Yeah.
So absolutely not fucking playing this. It's kind of wild, actually. So some people in chat are saying it's fun. I want to ban all of you. Let me be super clear.
Some people just like to have fun, unlike you.
Oh, but it's not fun. That's the problem.
Right?
Right?
You haven't played it.
Vehicle combat is not fun.
Okay.
It's dumb, and I hate it.
You haven't played World of Tanks?
No, of course I haven't played World of... Yikes name, by the way. And no, of course I haven't played that. I don't even know what it is.
Well,
it's a
PvP
probably,
game
so.
coming from you.
Okay.
Single player machine over here.
I'm sure, dude. I beat Mafia Definitive Edition in one sitting.
Well, of course you did. They're shit games.
No, it was quite good.
It's just the story is 8 hours long. It's as long as the Modern Warfare.
Yeah, it's not that long.
Campaign.
Yeah, so. For sure. Agreed. But yeah. So Barnes says for Armored Royale quads, you get a truck, you can upgrade it as a gunner on top. The aim is to keep your truck alive. If your truck gets blown up and you die, then you lose, but you can buy a new truck from a buy station. Interesting. That does sound fun if I was hammered. Just shit-faced. That sounds like it could be kind of fun, to be clear. But it's not my type of game, for sure. To be clear. So anyway, those are the playlist updates. What do we have here? Goated Oat. 1,050 biddies. Let's go. Thank you, dude. Appreciate you, brother. You guys are going in tonight, dude. Thank you all so much, man. Fucking insane support tonight already. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you guys, this is going to be a long episode, so just hold your horses. We're here all night. I don't need your money. I'm doing a public service, so I appreciate it. But, you know, it's cool. Just enjoy the ride. We're all here to have fun. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for the support. Go to Note. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you, brother. And with that said, let's move on to patch notes. Now, of course, Season 6 actually did not have that many patch notes, which is kind of surprising. There are certainly going to be like stealth changes in the game. We just don't know what they are yet, but we will for sure find out at some point. But we don't know yet, as I said. So I'm going to go through, I curated the patch notes, and I'm just going to tell you guys what's like important. A lot of them were just bug fixes, supposedly. Doubt it. But some of them were pretty impactful. So we're going to get into that right now. So first of all, C4. Slight delay. I'm spitting all over tonight, dude. You guys see that? Slight delay when performing a quick detonation. A beep will now play when quick detonation is triggered. Also, reduced throw initial velocity by 30%. Tanner, your thoughts?
Well, I'm not opposed to this. It's okay. But this late in the game, I would have rather them just left C4 alone. So it's been overpowered since November of 2019, and they decide to patch it at the very end of September 2020, 43 days before the next game comes out. So I don't know what changed. I don't know if you have any thoughts on why they decided to do this now, but C4 is definitely chalked in Warzone specifically. I've seen so many videos of people trying to like throw it up into like a window, like a second or third floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it comes back and it just kills. I think J God had this one clip and it was so funny. I just started laughing, dude. It's ruined now. So it's gonna be interesting to see what takes over its place in Warzone. I'm thinking Semtex maybe. We'll fucking see though. I know Jake said in Discord he thought Molly would be good for blocking off areas, which is true. But I feel like you have so much health in Warzone anyways that people would just run through the Molly and not care that much. So, I mean, the C4 was way too easy to use. We can all agree on that. But I just, like, it's so late. You know, what was the point?
Yeah.
That's where I stand.
Interesting. All right, put on your tinfoil hats.
Black helicopters.
Here we go.
What does this C4 sound like?
The Cold War C4.
Maybe this is the beginning of the seamless transition.
It's already seamless, yeah.
Actually, no cap, dude.
What if I was wrong?
What if they change all the mechanics to mirror Cold War? Like, through, like, patches every 2 weeks? They won't, let me be clear. But
they won't.
But that thought did occur to me because I was like, boy, this sounds exactly like the C4 from Cold War now. Which is weird. Could be a coincidence. But like you said, too, it's so late in the game cycle. I mean, Cold War comes out in 43 days, 2 hours, 31 minutes, and 33 seconds. So why would they wait this late to nerf it? So hard, too. It's
doesn't make any sense.
Kind of weird. Maybe the seamless transitioners have a point on the board here. We'll see. We'll fucking see who has the last laugh, but it's a thought. With that said, C4 appears to be chalked now. I haven't used it since, because I actually switched to Semtex a couple of weeks ago because I feel like it has more versatility even before the nerf, and now it's especially more versatile. C4 does seem to be chalked. I think it was definitely overpowered before.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this nerf was too much. too much.
Unnecessary, huh?
Yeah, I think they needed to reduce the velocity to be like 15%, not 30. Because you can throw it you barely can throw it now. So it's like, I don't know. It seems weird. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. Like I said, I haven't played with it, but this is a substantial, significant nerf. A significant nerf. So that's something for sure to keep in mind. So, next note here. Fixed an issue where the player's left hand was not properly gripping the AK. So there was one barrel where if you were using an AK iron sights, it was just your hand was on the screen. This has been fixed. So, supposedly. Next note, I'm very excited to report. Origin 12 reduced very close damage in Warzone. Tanner, your thoughts?
About fucking time, baby.
Yeah.
I hope the ground loot is gone. I haven't heard anything about the Origin today from people raging. Could just be overshadowed because of the bugs. Some other issues we'll get into here with other weaponry. But yeah, so I haven't seen any of that. So that's fantastic. You love to see it. The Origin's dog shit. Shotgun should be taken out of video games, especially first-person shooters mostly. So yeah, that's fantastic news. Fuck you, Origin 12. I'm going to change an MP5 before we play tonight, and we'll see how that goes.
You should change to an R9, probably.
I don't have the rounds. I will work on that next time I play multiplayer. But yeah, I don't have those Dragon's Breath rounds.
I mean, you can get it in literally one game of shipment, but
yeah,
okay.
Well, shipment's not in the game, so.
Well, should have done it when I told you to.
Don't care. I'm not going to be a shotgun piece of shit.
Anyways, so my thoughts on this. Yeah, obviously it needed to happen, of course, and it seems like it actually did work. Ace had a video testing this, and it did get, like, nerfed. The very close damage in wars. Which is good. I don't know the status of ground loot now. I'm pretty sure it's different, though. But this nerf was necessary, and I feel like you're not going to see as many Origins. This also doesn't gut the Origin, by the way. It's still going to be good. It's just not going to be, like, overpowered.
Yeah.
I do think this is actually not going to be great, though, because this is going to shift the meta probably to the R9 Dragon's Breath rounds. Because the R9 is also insane damage, and it has that burning effect where it insta-thirsts you, and it has, like, triple the range of the Origin. So if you still want to be a shotgun piece of shit like me, switch to your R9 with Dragon's Breath. Put on the choke, the long barrel, 5 milliwatt, stippled, and the Dragon's Breath rounds. And just murder kids. It's so disgusting in Warzone for how much range it has. And you don't have to aim, so if you panic, it doesn't matter. You'll still kill them. It's really fucking good. So I think that's going to be the unintended consequence of this nerf. I don't know if I would prefer an Origin or an R9 meta, but neither of them are great. Which is why we've always advocated, of course, for the removal of shotguns entirely from first-person shooter games. Because they're not fun and they don't take skill. So, anyways, keep that in mind. If you see more R9s, hey, twitch.tv/Razinon told you so.
Yeah.
Next note here, shotguns increase the damage of slugs in Warzone. So slugs remove... okay. Instead of shooting a pellet with spread, you shoot a slug. So it's basically just like a bullet. Like a sniper, almost. Slugs in shotguns have always had insane range and damage in this game. But they also have, like, slow travel speed. And they're pretty unreliable in general. It is weird to me that they increase the damage of slugs in Warzone. Tanner, what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, it's another one of those things that I don't quite understand. Like, are they trying to get more people to use the slug? Is that what their end goal is here?
They love just buffing shit that no one cares about.
They love just doing,
like
dumb
buffing the
dog
M91.
shit things.
No one uses it still. Like, why did you waste time buffing it?
Yeah, true. Slugs still aren't going to be used. They're not The bullet velocity on them is so bad to be good, especially in Warzone. That's what it comes down to, really.
And online too. Yeah. It's just way too unreliable.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. I don't know. Yeah, I have nothing to say about this. Don't use slugs. I don't care if they're a one-shot kill at any range. You actually still shouldn't use them. I'm not even trolling. So keep that in mind.
Damn, my monitor just went out.
Did it really?
It's done for. It's all static.
Rip. All right, well, you can reset that. What do we have here? Dreves with the 75 bits. Goated Oat, 1,050 bits. And Walmart Shroud with the 500 biddies. Let's go. Jesus, dude. Boys, chill. Dreves, Goat, Walmart Shroud. Not sure how I feel about that name. Kind of like it, kind of hate it. But thank you, boys. I appreciate all of you, honored, humbled, and privileged. And Goated Up, have a good pod, or a good night, excuse me, as well. I hope you're still here. Take it easy, dude. Walmart Shroud says, fuck you, Origin. Amen. Amen. But it's just going to be an R9 meta now, I think, which is going to be worse, honestly. Like, I really think that's what's going to happen. And I'm really not thrilled about it. I'm going to keep it $150 with you. So, but yeah, Walmart Shroud, Goated Out. Dreves, thank you, boys. Appreciate you. Let's move on here. Next note. Tanner, are you with us? Okay. NVIDIA Reflex is now available in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, including Warzone, and will deliver latency improvements in GPU-intensive gaming scenarios on GeForce 900 series and higher graphics cards. Now, NVIDIA cards, I think, have the highest market share. So if you game on PC, you probably have an NVIDIA graphics card. And most of us have an older than 900 series GPU anyway. So have you heard about this, looked into it at all, TDS?
I haven't. It's something to do with like the latency, I believe, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. Do you know, like, what is it exactly?
I'm not sure exactly what it is either. I think basically it just like increases your clock speeds even when the GPU doesn't need them to be boosted or something. I don't know exactly. It got very technical. But as far as I'm concerned, basically what it is now if you go into the settings of your graphic settings of MDub, you can turn on NVIDIA Reflex. And you should do that apparently.
Okay.
And then there's also a new driver on these GTX cards to like optimize it, but it's a setting now. So I turned it on, haven't noticed a difference. It's something that even when I was reading it, it's like it helps, but it's not like crazy. Like most people will never notice it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's basically just supposed to help with input lag. So not bad.
Oh, well that's pretty damn important at times. So
yeah. For sure. For sure. It's not, yeah. So, and then the last patch note here, which I thought was a very fun and exciting patch note to read. Improved stability and performance. Now,
did it?
I don't know if improved stability means I'm going to crash 95 times when I launch the game, but that's what's happening now with not only me, but with everyone. Because this patch has been a fucking disaster, which is unsurprising, by the way. And we all told you that was going to happen, by the way. Because it happens with every patch. And this one might be the worst one yet. When I was playing Ground War, I would crash every game, probably. 10s, I would crash often. 6s, I would crash less often. So I think it had something to do with the size of a lobby. I haven't played Warzone yet. But I would imagine there's a lot of crashes there as well. Tanner, your thoughts?
Yeah, that's also why I didn't try Ground War, because I heard that too. People were like, oh, Ground War is crashing nonstop. So I was like, oh, okay. So I won't even try that. But they put a patch out for it today, right? And most people say it's fixed now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
They put a patch out probably 4 hours ago, maybe. And supposedly I haven't seen too many people complaining about it. I'm sure there's still something, but yeah, they were working on it since like last night, and it's apparently fixed now. But we'll fucking see about that.
We will fucking see. It If it is fixed, that's pretty fast, even by their standards. So that's good. That's good if true. But it's just funny to me that every fucking patch is just a nightmare. A nightmare just demon scenario.
Oh, it's dog shit.
So, nonetheless, we'll see how it performs tonight, I guess. And then next up here, that's it for patch notes, but there are a lot of things that are new that are not in the patch notes. One of those is the AS-VAL. Another one is the SPR 208. Now we'll start here. The SPR is a sniper. It's in the marksman category, I believe. And it is basically a Car 98, but better in every single way.
It's so
good. I'm seeing people say that it's like super busted. Even in Warzone, it's like disgusting. Like nasty damage, nasty range. Apparently if you use a certain type of ammo, it feels like hit scan. There's debate about whether or not it's actually hit scan. For those of you who don't know what that means, hit scan means where your reticle is when you pull the trigger, they instantly take damage. There's no bullet travel. Every gun in this game has bullet travel. So if this was hit scan, it would be different than every other gun. So if it does have hit scan, that's really fucking good, especially for a sniper. Because then you don't have to lead anything. And especially in Warzone, exactly. So, Tanner, have you used this much? Have you played Warzone at all?
No.
Okay. So have you used a sniper, though?
Yes. I think it's really, really fun to use. The handling on it is so fucking good, dude.
Yeah.
It's like...
Yeah.
It's like a Car 98, but even better handling. I feel like it does more damage, even with the regular rounds for it. I only have mine like level 18 or something. I didn't play much, but dude, it was really fun to use. It's even fun to run around with an iron sights and a red dot. I'm like, ooh, damn! Like this could be a fun setup. I think, like to use iron sights with when you set it up with the different ammo conversion types. And regarding that hit scan thing, did you hear about the video the guy put out?
No.
True Game Data?
No.
So he put out a video earlier. It literally is hit scan with the 2 rounds. So it's Lapua 338, and then I don't know what the other round is called, like Norma or something. Is that what it is?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's something weird. So he put out a video and tested it. It is essentially hit scan with those 2 rounds.
Wow.
Up to 450 meters.
That's insane.
Yeah. But then I didn't watch the video. I just gathered this from like what J-God was saying about it. But I believe the gun doesn't do damage past 450. Like it's all sorts of bugged. So like it doesn't do any damage past 450, but up to that point it's hit scan with those rounds. So it's a fucking disaster. It's going to be fantastic. So use it now before they patch that in 3 weeks.
Yeah. You think they'll nerf it?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
If they nerfed like the bullet velocity, it would still be really good. Because its damage profile is like really disgusting. Its handling speed, like you said, is really disgusting. Its iron sights, by the way, are fantastic. Like just like a Grau iron sights. They're really good.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, it's like super busted and everyone's saying it's really fun. Really good in Warzone. I've only played it in multiplayer and it's very good there as well.
Yeah.
Because it's like a car, but it's like better in every way.
It's it's like running around with quicker movements. I'm not kidding. The movement speed is like using an MP7 or something.
Yeah.
I feel like that's actually bugged too. There's no way the movement speed is supposed to be that high. I refuse to believe that.
Yeah.
But it's like running around with the movement speed of an MP7 and the handling of an MP7 and the damage of like an HDR. It's insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really good. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I mean, when these patches are so new, it's hard for me to say like, is it OP? Is it fun? Is it good enough? Is it too good? But so we'll see. But I am at least having fun using it, which is interesting. And then the next one is the AS-VAL. This is an assault rifle that we talked about. It performs way differently than I expected it to. But basically it has an integrated suppressor permanently. So instead of like an M13 like integrated suppressor barrel attachment, This just always is going to be suppressed, even with no attachments, which is interesting. However, 20 round mag, 30 round mag max, which is annoying. Also, however, the damage is gross. And I was playing with this quite a bit. And I was thinking in multiplayer, and I was like, dude, these guys are dying really fucking fast with this thing. Like, really fast. And then I went and watched Ace's video, and he was like, yeah, this thing has one of the fastest times to kill of any full auto in the game. Like, it's behind like an MG34, and that's like basically it.
Oh, wow.
Like, the time to kill is really gross, because apparently it's a 3-shot kill upper torso to like a decent length. Jeez. So the time to kill is just fucking nasty. And the handling on it is really good. The recoil is quite a bit, which I was not expecting. But it's like all vertical, so it's controllable. And you could just put on a vertical recoil attachment and like you're kind of fine. So I really like it. It's good for multiplayer. The question is, if it is this good, would this be a good weapon to use with a sniper as like your SMG assault rifle combo? Or is 30 rounds too few in Warzone no matter what? Tanner, your thoughts?
Yeah, that's a tough call. I've wanted to try the gun. I don't have it unlocked though. But that's exactly what I was thinking, is it could be a good secondary for something. Because how's the movement speed with it?
Good.
Pretty good.
It's like an M13. The handling is just like an M13. Like same ADS speed, same fire rate. It's like very similar to an M13. More recoil.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious why there's not a large magazine. They made the damage so high, so it can't. Because I was thinking like maybe at some point they'll add like a 50 round or a 40 round mag, but with that damage profile it has, there's no fucking way. They'd have to change the damage on it as well. So I don't see that happening. I don't know, dude. I could see it being very good in solos, maybe up to duos, but I feel like trios and quads, there's just too many people that only have 30 bullets, even if the damage is that high.
Yeah, especially with armor too, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw some clips of it in Warzone and it was wrecking kids, but it's like every clip I saw was just them killing one person, and it would kill them very fast. They would kill one person then reload. So it's hard to say how it would act in like a 1v2 situation or something.
I'm curious how fast the reload would be if you had sleight of hand. Because since it has an integrated suppressor, you kind of have a freebie attachment anyway. So maybe run sleight of hand and then maybe it becomes worth it.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
It's for sure something to think about. I'm definitely going to give it a try, but we'll see how well it actually does for sure. Yeah. But I like it, actually. It's just I thought it was going to be like really low recoil, really fast fire rate. I thought it was going to be faster fire rate than it is, way lower recoil than it is. Like an MP7 kind of recoil. That's what I thought it was going to be. So I'm actually quite surprised at how it actually performs. But it is nonetheless a pretty good gun. This is cool because these two gun, like especially the AS-VAL, it's not like a Fennec, which is just unambiguously dog shit. This gun is like it has pros and cons. And that's exactly what I always talk about, which is what I want with a gun. Like, it has really good upsides and then some significant drawbacks. So then you have to think about what you want a gun to do, and based on what you're queuing for or what loadouts you're running. And then you have to decide for that reason. Yeah. And this gun does that. So I actually really like this gun for that reason as well as just how it performs itself. I like the gun myself personally also. I'm excited for you to try it.
I'm excited to try it as well. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. Next up here, in addition to all of those things, they also added in subways. So I watched a video on this. We were speculating about if the subway ground was going to be electrified. First of all, yes, it is. But it doesn't kill you instantly. So like, you go into these subway stations, and if you go on the tracks, it's very obvious that they're electrified. if you step on it, you actually don't take that much damage at all, but you do take damage. But it doesn't like insta kill you. You can easily just like walk across. It's no problem. And it's also jumpable, so you could just jump over it.
Yeah.
I haven't taken it yet, but I watched a video of some dude taking it. It is also like a fast travel system, like fucking Skyrim.
Mm-hmm.
So like you go down there, you wait for the subway. Once the doors open, you get in, and then you just teleport to the next stop. Which is very fucking weird for a first-person shooter game. And also, if there's any gunfights going on, the subway won't leave the station until the gunfighting stops. So it's like a no-fight zone. So it's literally like an MMO, like fucking Skyrim. You can't be in combat to fast travel, and also you instantly teleport to fast travel. What are your thoughts?
That was the first thing I noticed was how you can't like shoot people down there. I was like, oh, okay. It is definitely
shoot people, but then the subway won't leave.
Oh, is that what? Okay.
Yeah, you can still like shoot enemies and shit.
So can you be inside of it with another team and moving, but like neither of you can shoot each other once you're inside of the actual subway?
I think in theory, you could get in with more than one team, but the subway just wouldn't leave if someone started shooting. But you can be on the cart, and then the doors will open. I think once the doors close, this train's leaving no matter what. I don't know, though. I don't know. I haven't used it yet. But it's fucking weird, so.
That seems so weird to me that it's a fast travel system, but I mean, I guess that's almost better. I guess that's almost better than it just driving around at like a normal speed or something, you know? It's kind of hard to say. I've already seen a bunch of clips of people like fast traveling into the gas.
Oh, really?
And then just dying that. Oh, yeah. Because they're probably not paying attention to where they're getting on and where the next stop is, and it's like in the gas.
It's supposed to not take you to gas.
But hey, well, guess what? It does.
But it's a bug, of course. Yeah. That's what else I was gonna say. But yeah, how do you feel about a fast travel system?
It doesn't seem right at all. It doesn't seem right in a first-person shooter. Or in a BR, especially.
It's so fucking weird, dude.
Yeah, I'm just not understanding it. It's extremely weird.
So for me, it's like I haven't played it yet, so it's hard for me to say how it performs. But exactly like you said, it just seems off. It seems like there shouldn't be like a fast travel. That's very weird.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. Because it's not like you can like cheese your way out of a gunfight, because if there's fighting it won't take off. So I guess that's not like a worry I should have, but it's still weird. I don't know, like just like you said, I don't know, it just feels weird.
Yeah, it just feels like it doesn't belong. I'm not necessarily saying it's a bad thing yet. It's like you're saying we haven't had time to actually play it, but in theory I don't like it. But we'll fucking see. It may be totally fine. It just seems to like reward players that don't have good movement, because that's what a lot of this game is about, is having smart movement, which a lot of times we don't have. And I feel like this is rewarding bad movement more, because you can just let's hop on this and move around the map. So
yeah. This is one of those things where I'm just gonna have to play it to see how I like it. Because like we were talking about like when the BR came out, like how we didn't like the custom loadout system, but now we love it. Now we think it's cool. So like this is kind of maybe the same thing, where it's like it doesn't sound right, but maybe it actually performs well.
Yeah, it'll take. This will be something that you'll have to play for like weeks to like really feel like, oh, okay, is this good or not?
Yeah, for sure. So we'll see how that goes. But this is not how I expected it to go. I didn't think, you guys know what I was saying about it. Like, I wasn't sure how the subway was going to work. I would have never fucking guessed there was going to be a fast travel system, though. That's very weird.
No, absolutely not.
But we'll see how it plays. I also, I don't know. It's just going to be weird. But we'll for sure fucking see. Call me Al with the 2 gifty boys. Let's fucking go. Thank you, Al. Appreciate it, dude. The creator of our fantastic new overlay. Al, welcome back, brother. And thank you for the gifted subscriptions. Honored, humbled, and privileged, dude. And welcome back. By the way. Yeah. It might be a cap and trio quads, the AS-VAL. Yeah, I think you might be right. What's up, young Douglas? Welcome. Tanner, iron your curtains, K. What's up, Chupa? Welcome. It's broke as shit, yeah. I'm not surprised it's a buggy mess. It seems like it's hard to code this thing in properly. Like fast travel, but it doesn't work if people are shooting. But also don't take you to the gas, but take you to the next stop. It seems like it would actually be very difficult to code something like this in. So I'm actually not terribly surprised that it's a buggy mess. I'm almost not even mad about it. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll be mad once I'm actually in the game. So we'll for sure keep that in mind. So anyway, let's move on here. New streak added to Warzone. Foresight. This is fucking weird. I'm very curious for Tanner's thoughts on this. So there's a new kill streak as part of the Season 6 update, which was not announced, unsurprisingly. This streak has been found in bunkers called Foresight. So it's just a kill streak you pick up. You can see an image there. And then once you call it, apparently you just like, it's basically like you did every recon. You just see all the yellow circles.
Yeah.
So you see where the gas is going when you use this Foresight streak. So you guys have done recon. It shows the main circle, and then it shows a yellow interior circle to that circle. So you just get a circle peak. This Foresight kill streak is all the circle peaks at the same time. And it's found in bunkers, which is very interesting. Now, it's been found in bunkers. This might be something that's like super rare, because I know that there was something added, specialist bonus that was added to Warzone. I've never gotten it once, so hopefully this is as rare as that, because this is a fucking busted streak as far as I can tell.
Overpowered.
So Tanner, what do you know about this? What are your thoughts on it?
Well, you don't have to do anything. You just
does it last for the whole game too, or is it only like for a minute or something?
I think it just shows you, and then you know for a short period of time. If I'm not mistaken,
that's better than at least. So,
but yeah, just knowing where the last circle is going to be is pretty damn important. But you know, it's like recon. At least you're getting points and money, or you know, you're getting money and loot doing them. So you're kind of gaining things along the way as you're also, you know, learning where the circle is going to end. But this just seems too overpowered. But again, this really wasn't in any of the patch notes anywhere.
No.
They just leave it out.
Nope.
So, yeah. Okay. So, again, they add something in the patch notes this time about your hand grip being placed incorrectly on the AK variant of some sort. And so they fix that. But they don't tell us there's a new streak added to Warzone. Unbelievable,
it's
dude.
So crazy. So true. Yep.
Fucking nuts.
They do it with every season. They put in the most innocuous nonsense patch note that no one cares about. And then fucking huge shit like this, they just don't include. Like, it's actually such a yikes, dude. It's such a yikes. But yeah, you're right. Yeah. So that's weird.
I need to, unbelievable, dude. I can't wait to see how Cold War is, if their patch notes are good or not. I'm super interested to see how it changes in the next game.
I think they will be.
If it's just the community manager that writes them in this game, or if it's like the devs aren't communicating things with the community manager, that's what's weird.
Well,
you know, it's
Ashton writes 2 tweets a season, so.
Oh, well, it's because she gets made fun of on Twitter, so she stops and then uses that as her excuse for not communicating, even though she's a community manager.
Gets made fun of more, yeah. So
yeah,
get someone with a stronger constitution in that case. Oh, I'm getting trolled on the internet. Okay, relax.
Yeah.
You're a fucking community manager for a first-person shooter called Call of Duty. Of course,
your job is to deal with people.
Yeah, your job is,
as that is you are the community manager.
Exactly. So, anyways, that's funny. So
That'll
she
be
gets
fun to
no
see.
writing practice because she only tweets twice a season. That's all of her writing. So if she writes the patch notes, that would explain why they're so bereft of actual important information. Read a book. But nonetheless, this is interesting. I think if it doesn't show it for the whole game, it's actually not that busted. I think Specialist is actually better than this in Warzone. To be honest. I think it's actually a lot better than this. But still.
Yeah.
It was probably worth mentioning that it exists. I don't know. Also, self-res is now just dropping as loot. So, like, you can pick up a precision airstrike in a crate occasionally. You can pick up a cluster, a UAV. Apparently now you can also just randomly pick up a self-res. Now, it's still rare because they're still, like, legendary items. But self-res is now in that pool. Do you think it should be?
That I'm perfectly okay with. I would have been okay with self-res being floor loot if it's extremely rare for like a while now. It's not shocking. It's not weird to see. It's just, okay, I got a self-res out of a crate or something. Especially if it's those rare crates and, there's an option between dropping like that along with a UAV or a precision, like you're saying, then like, yeah, there's nothing wrong with that at all, I don't think.
I agree. I agree 100%.
As long as we're not finding them like every single game, that would be fucking terrible.
Yeah, exactly like you said. If they are as common as UAVs and precisions are now, or before the season, then I'm fine with it. Because it costs the same as those anyway. So it's like,
Yeah.
Like,
oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have a problem with UAVs occasionally being in a crate, and they cost 4,000. So self-res also costs about that, 4,000, 4,500. So if that's now in crates, it's not like the end of the world to me. I actually kind of like it. It's more consistent.
Yeah.
So.
And Face actually just said he's been finding them almost every game. It's not that rare.
Ooh. Well, that's not good then. Because self-res is really
I played
good,
4 to 5 games after the patch. I got self-res every single game, and it came from normal crates. Okay.
Ooh. Yeah, if that's
well,
true,
I mean,
then
if
that's not good.
Well, then at the same point, if it's that common, then it's like, okay, we're going to have it, and so are, the people we're fighting. You just need to know to maybe change your mindset on thirsting a little bit more.
A little more often, yeah. Definitely thirst more often. That's a good point.
I already do, because I die often by thirsting, so.
True. Actually, yeah. So, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people in chat saying it's super common. Well, that's not great. I'm not a fan of that, but it'll be just as common for us, so I guess it doesn't, like, break the game. But definitely start thirsting more, boys, if you're listening to this. Because apparently self-reses are going to be a lot more common now. So, that is that. And then next up here, have you had a chance to look at this roadmap at all, Tanner?
Yeah, I glanced at it when the...
Okay, so we're going to take a look here. Here's the Season 6 roadmap. Here's an image of it. Okay, so anything new on here? Yeah, Verdansk Riverside is the name of the new ground war map, by the way, Tanner.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and then this we're going to talk about a new melee weapon, a butterfly knife. Week 4 plus gunfight tournament. Hopefully there's no akimbo fucking R9s. That would be fun to play in a tournament that performs well.
There will be an AA-12.
And then, so yeah, most of this shit we've already talked about. The only thing is Haunting of Verdansk, which we're going to get into. Hardpoint kills and kills. Hills and kills. So it's like Deathmatch Dom, except it's like Deathmatch Hardpoint. That's actually a cool game mode.
That'd be really fun, I think.
I would enjoy that. Gun game, TDM, don't play gun game, don't care. And then TDM snipers only. And then headquarters firefight. What is firefight again? Do you know?
What would headquarters firefight be?
I don't know what regular firefight is.
Firefight even a game mode? I think you're thinking, isn't Firefight a game mode in Cold War coming out? Or no, that's Fire
what I was,
Teams.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
I feel
TDM
like
Snipers
Firefight.
Only may be fun too.
That would be fun, because like all the Snipers Only modes have been like gunfight 3v3s, which is just not that fun. But if it was like 6s, like snipers only on like a non-gunfight map, that could actually be quite fun to play.
Yeah.
That playlist was in BO4, and that was very fun. It's good for practicing snipers too, because a lot of people might think like, oh, I'm not that good at sniping, so I'm going to stay away from this. But it's actually harder to snipe when other people are using MP5s than it is to snipe when everyone else is also sniping. It's actually easier to snipe if everyone else is only sniping. Like a lot easier.
Absolutely.
So if you wanted to like practice sniping, but you're not very good, you should keep your eyes peeled for that playlist for sure. So that's interesting, but yeah, not much to get from there, but we'll go into a little bit of that. This next thing here, not much to say, but MW survival mode available on October 1st on all platforms. Don't
Damn,
care.
we had the same idea.
Don't care. So PlayStation has had this for 1 year, and I've never heard anyone talk about it ever because it's wildly unpopular because it's probably dog shit. So now it's going to be coming to PlayStation to Xbox and PC, and don't care. But in case you were one of the 2 people who is interested in that, now you know. And then this next thing here, this was on the roadmap. The Haunting begins October 20th. Some type of seasonal event that is themed around Halloween is in the roadmap. It's going to be coming on October 20th, which is about 21 days from today. This is probably just going to be a lot of like infected, probably some operator skins that look like fucking Halloween costumes. But I don't know. Not much to say from me here. Your thoughts, Tanner?
Yeah, I mean, that'll be probably when when like the night mode comes out or some shit. Night mode, or maybe
the Warzone night mode.
The like the zombies twist on it or something potentially. Fucking see, who knows? But the screenshot looks dope. I like the picture. Reminds me of H1Z1 survival at night. I'm building my base while getting raided by Chinese hackers. It's not racist. They cheated.
Okay.
They cheated.
It's not racist. Keep that in mind.
For sure, keep that in mind. Yeah. I really like that picture. I don't know why, dude. I really
I don't know why
either.
It's just a picture, bro. I don't know why you like it so much.
It's a great screenshot. Well,
it's a screenshot. And I'll show it again on screen. I
like
here.
The trees, the moon, the lighting looks great.
Oh, super realistic. That's our favorite part of this game, right?
The visibility looks better than daytime in the game.
Super possible.
So, that'll be fun.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't care. It's going to be a lot of infected
October 20th.
And like dumb shit. I don't think anything's going to be interesting about this.
So it's a Tuesday. Okay.
Yeah.
So there's not going to be an event, right? It's just some sort of update that's going to.
I don't know.
Because it's a Tuesday.
There's going to be.
If they do a fucking event on a Tuesday.
Not an event, but like a patch where there's going to be like a Halloween playlist for like the next week. That's what I think is going to happen.
Yeah. Well, Charlie Inta's calling it an event, but I assume they just mean like when they say the word event, it makes it sound like it's some sort of live in-game event.
Like
but
the
I guess,
reveal, no.
Yeah,
no.
But I guess they're not. They're just saying event. So
yeah,
it'll be interesting.
Yeah. It won't be, but it'll come out.
I just wanted to say that it'll be terrible, but yeah.
It'll be
fucking awful. Yeah.
Nice guy.
I'll take that week off.
With the 5 gifty boys, let's go. Nice guy. Welcome, dude. Thank you, brother. 5 gifted subs. Honored, humbled, and privileged. I appreciate you, dude. And by the way, Chupa for upgrading from a prime to a tier 1. Thank you as well, brother. Appreciate the love, bro. Thank you, boys. Nice guy. Thank you very much, dude, and welcome back. 5 gifted subs. Deeply appreciative of that. Thank you, sir. May God bless your soul, heathen. Next little image here. Charlie Intel tweeted this. Interesting weapons shown in the Battle Pass trailer. Now I have the image on screen here. Tanner, what does this look like to you?
An AA-12.
It looks. Before I even looked at the comments for this tweet, I said, "Oh, it's the AA-12." And then I looked at the comments of the tweet, and it is in fact probably the AA-12.
It definitely is.
Now the good news is it's not in the roadmap, and it's not in the battle stream yet. So hopefully it gets, the later this gets added to the game, the better. Because the AA-12 is going to be a fully automatic shotgun, and if you thought the R9 was bad, wait till you see this. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So the longer we can wait until this gun comes out, the better. Because the longer we have to wait, the less time we're going to have to put up with it until Cold War comes out and we never play this game again. So nonetheless, the AA-12 appears to absolutely be coming. The leaks basically confirmed it. This image from the trailers, just even more evidence. So any thoughts on that, TDS?
It's crazy that the AA-12 is going to be like the last gun to come to the game.
I know. What does it remind you of, by the way, from BO4 that came late in the game?
I don't know what came late in the game.
It was a fully automatic shotgun. Maybe you remember.
The Rampage? Did that come late?
Yeah, it came real late.
Oh,
The
I thought that was in
Rampage.
there like halfway through the game.
No. We started playing halfway through the game, and it came like half
Yeah,
the way
it's
through
true.
when we played, you know?
Yeah.
If it's as
True.
busted as the Rampage, I'm going to kill myself in game, of course. The fire rate was so dumb. I don't know what has there been an AA-12 in COD before? There has, right?
Yes, there has been.
Have they been, how has the refire rate been?
It's not like a pistol or something where you can constantly pull the trigger. There is some sort of a delay.
But it's full auto.
Yeah, but still, it's not like.
How is it gonna compare to a Rampage, you think? Let's put it that way.
I think it'll be slower than a Rampage.
I hope so. Let's
Yeah,
put it that way.
I think it will be.
God, I hope so. Yeah, if any of you have played BO4 and you remember the Rampage full auto shotgun, that thing was so fucking absurd. If the A12 is anything like that, I probably just will stop playing the game until Cold War comes out as soon as it's released. Like, actually.
Oh, yeah.
So fucking busted, dude. So fucking busted. So, anyway, that's coming. Not much news there, but this next image is actually just a tweet from Nick Merckx that someone put on an image. Nick Merckx tweeted this. Activision. Pull the trigger and make the investment. Warzone's truly incredible, but it's becoming harder and harder to play with all these hackers. Roll out the anti-cheat, show everybody you're about it. It's gotta be worth in the long run. Now,
Well,
you might be
no-
asking
yeah.
me, Casey, why the fuck do you care what Nick Merckx thinks? And I would say, well, dear listener, that's a great question. I don't. However, he's obscenely popular. So when he says things, people actually listen because he has like a huge following. So he said this, he tweeted this. That tweet got a lot of traction.
Naturally.
Now, nothing has come of it, but is he a COD partner? I don't know if he is, but he does have a supporter creator code. So he is at least in some ways in bed with Activision.
He's indeed in bed with that. Yeah, absolutely.
So it's weird for someone who is in bed with Activision to also be tweeting out something this critical.
A lot of them have done it this year, though. You haven't seen it much before this game, but Modern Warfare especially, you've seen a ton of that on Twitter. You know, people, big YouTubers that go to the events and stuff, calling people out. I mean, look at Exclusive Ace. He gets invited to events and stuff, and his entire YouTube channel this year has been about the hidden changes and the shit that they do without telling us. So
True.
it's just been a bad year, a bad development team this year. Very bad.
The worst.
Very, very bad. Yeah.
The worst, yeah. So this tweet, you think anything will come of it? Think it did anything?
No. Of course not. They've seen it all. They know damn well.
Mm-hmm.
We just know they're not going to do it because it's going to, well, they'll eventually have an anti-cheat in the game. When, though? Maybe 3 years, but they'll have one.
They'll have an anti-cheat when they have a new engine. That's my thesis. Yeah, the reason I bring this up is because a lot of people think this means something. And I'm here to tell you, no, it doesn't. For exactly the reason Tanner said. If it was that easy, they would have already had an anti-cheat. It's not like Nick Merckx was the first person to notice that there are too many cheaters in fucking Warzone. Yep. Like, everyone already knows this, and they have heard the rumblings. He's not the first dude to bring it up. Now, some people were saying, like, oh, finally someone big is speaking out about cheaters. It's like, he's not the first one, and also, they're not going to do anything about it. They already would have developed an anti-cheat if they wanted to. So they're not. So if this tweet from Nick Merckx got you excited, stop it. Give up hope. It's not happening. Yeah. Especially not for Warzone. Especially not for Warzone. Maybe future CODs will have better anti-cheats. Eventually they will. But Warzone is as Nick Merckx would say, chalked. It's chalked. It's chalked. It's not going to have an anti-cheat, period. On the flip side,
we'll for sure see.
With that said, this was a very interesting development. Engine owning cheats detected by Warzone as users are getting banned. So this appeared to be an automated mass ban wave. Another massive cheat creation site called Engine Owning, change it, is now become, okay, God, they can't write, has now become unusable in Warzone. The devs have found a way, apparently, to detect users who are using cheats from Engine Owning website late last week. And as a result, what do we, I don't know where my sentence was going. I was reading this, sorry. But basically, this is the first instance of an anti-cheat ever in Modern Warfare. Now, the anti-cheat only works apparently for one like website developer creator of cheats. But nonetheless, everyone who was using Engine Owning cheats was banned in a massive ban wave. A bunch of people just logged on and they were banned. So this is not a result of player reports, as has been the case for the whole game. This is the instance, the very first instance that I'm aware of an actual anti-cheat that is handled by a machine rather than based on user reports, which is very interesting. Tanner, your thoughts?
I mean, this is great news. Will we be able to actually tell a difference in game though? That's what it's going to come down to. But I mean, this is always good, having these huge ban waves. Yeah, I'm wondering how exactly they figure that out. You know, how that works, and they're able to ban those people and detect it somehow. But like, not ban them when they're using.
It is weird.
I'll never understand.
It must be like that kernel seat search thing.
Yeah.
Because they don't get banned mid-game. They've just gotten banned like prior to logging in. I think that's what a lot of people have been saying.
Yeah.
On their forums or whatever.
So it's probably something they've been working on for a long time and decided to just do it at the start of this season.
I guess so. To me, it's weird. Like, when I think of anti-cheat software, I think of the game detecting like irregularities in a player's movement, not the game scanning for third-party software. Again, I'm not a coder, so I don't know.
No, they scan for software, yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
That's how it was. I don't remember. It was like a third-party anti-cheat we used in Call of Duty 4, but it would scan for software. And there were softwares...
Punkbuster?
No, it was third-party. It wasn't Punkbuster. You had to like go on and log into it. And like, you could basically verify that everyone playing in the match had it on, because you all had to like... It was like you're in this little lobby together, like saying you were logged on, and it was analyzing your files essentially.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember there being some things you had to delete actually because they could give like false bans thinking you were cheating if you have certain software on your computer.
Interesting.
So
okay.
They definitely exist.
What's weird to me is like, this doesn't seem that hard to do. If this is all an anti-cheat is, just adding a bunch of different cheat programs to their like repertoire of things they scan for, why didn't they do it sooner? I feel like it has to be more complicated than this. Right?
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
like, how many cheat programs are there for MDub?
Anime bundles.
Yeah, true.
Good question, actually. I mean, yeah, do these people usually just use like a top 4 or 5 websites, or are there like hundreds and hundreds of them out there? You know, like little shady ones that work somehow.
Yeah.
Who knows? I've never searched for it. I've never tried to search for cheats because I'm not dog shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have no idea. But still good, promising, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And even if there are like a bunch of different websites, what's interesting is like the last time we talked about them doing anti-cheater measures where they sued the one company, they sued the other company and went to the dude's house.
Yeah.
Those things acted as deterrents for cheat manufacturers, and it would scare people into not making cheats for the game. This, on the other hand, doesn't really scare manufacturers. It scares consumers because they don't want to cheat because then then they get permabanned. Now, for multiplayer, this is a super effective deterrent for the consumer who is thinking about cheating. But for Warzone, as we've talked about many times, this doesn't matter at all. Because you can get a cheat from engine owning, play on your free-to-play Warzone account, and then if you get banned, you didn't spend any money anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Now, you did spend money on the on the cheat. So maybe it would be some type of deterrent, even for BR players, but not like a huge one, depending on how much a cheat costs. I have no idea. $20 probably. I don't know.
That's a good question.
But yeah, either way, it's good. I like this. I like to see it. But it just makes it weird to me. It's like, if it was this easy, why didn't we why don't we have more? Why didn't we see this sooner?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they're dog shit, that's why.
They're dog shit. So anyways. And then one of these users was a streamer. Apparently he was pretty popular. I don't know I don't know who this guy is, but
I've heard his name.
People familiar with the Metal told Motherboard that Wagner was a user of a specific cheat called engine owning that was detected by Activision. That's what prompted his ban. Wagner. I've never heard of this guy.
Well, his Twitch name is Wagnificent.
Wagnificent. Here we go. So, yeah, here's the guy's Twitter. He was banned. Was he partnered? Because otherwise, why would they even mention this? Let me see. He's a partnered streamer, 42,000 followers on Twitch. Very interesting. Now he claims he was falsely banned. Now that's interesting. What do you think?
I don't know. I've never watched him once.
Same.
But I mean, the fact that he gets banned that day, I don't know. Could have been cheating. I mean, of course, what are you going to do if you're... I'm not saying he is, but of course, what are you going to do? You're going to fucking defend yourself. You're not going to say, oh, yeah, I'm a Twitch partner. You're right. I'm cheating. Boom.
Right.
He's done. His streaming career is over. So, of course, if he is cheating, he's going to have to deny it and try to put up a fight.
Yeah.
So that's going to be actually very interesting to see where that goes. Big Twitch partner streamer. Because if this guy really was cheating the whole time, there's going to be a bunch of people saying like, oh, like these other people are cheating too. Like, I don't think Symphony cheats, but a lot of people do. People say, oh, like maybe Symphony's cheating too, blah, blah.
Yep.
I think it's just going to open the floodgates, you know?
Yeah. 1,000%.
But
that
is weird.
It's, dude, okay, this guy's either super unlucky or he's cheating. I bet you he was cheating if I had to put my money on it. How many other partnered streamers got falsely banned from Warzone? 0? Come on, dude. You got that unlucky? It's possible, and if it is fake news, I feel really bad for this guy because it's fucking hard to believe. If I watched his stream like once, I would be able to tell you if I think he's cheating or not. Because even when
I'm trying to watch some clips.
Even when I watch Symphony, you can tell he's not cheating. I can watch him for an hour, and I'll tell you this guy isn't cheating. He's just good. You know, it's hard to look like an aimbot and barely miss. Like you actually can't do it. So if you're cheating, you either play like dog shit or you snap to someone and kill them every time. There's no you can't fake being really good and barely missing. It's like not possible to do that. So when you watch Symphony, he does that all the time. He'll snap to someone real quick, get real close, but he'll be missing. And that's proof that like this guy isn't cheating because he was real close, so you know he's good enough to do it. But he also missed, so you know that movement was not precipitated by a bot. Therefore, he's not cheating. Like it's so obvious. If you just have a brain. So I would like to see this guy stream to determine if he was actually cheating or not. But not great for this guy. I was hoping you had heard of him, but I had never heard of him.
I just watched like a minute of gameplay, and I mean, he doesn't look like he's cheating whatsoever in the video I was watching.
Does he look like... It sounds like you're saying he doesn't look like he's very good. Is that what you said?
Oh no, he's good, but he didn't look like snappy or anything crazy like Symphony. I mean, the video was like a 26 kill Warzone game. So not bad. That's for fucking sure.
Yeah. Interesting.
I wonder, who knows? Because when he got banned, so he was playing, and then he got one of those DirectX errors, and then he immediately opened up Battle.net again, and he was banned. So I'm wondering if there's something fucked up with the DirectX errors that were going on.
Again, if that was the case, it would have happened to more than one dude. You know?
Yeah, that's true. That is.
I don't know. I'm probably right. Like, again, I'm not saying it's like certain that this dude was cheating. I don't know. I don't fucking know who he is. But real fucking unlucky if he was the only partner streamer to get banned out of 20,000 people. real unlucky. Like hard to believe unlucky. So it's possible. Hard to believe. So next up here, we have a tweet from the Gaming Revolution leaker extraordinaire. Season 6 does appear to be the last season of MW. I'm hearing reports that there's, quote, a final cutscene in the files for MW that'll probably be the close off and transition to Cold War. It's apparently 4 minutes in length. Super interesting. This has some implications. Tanner's your thoughts.
The final cutscene. I wonder if that's like the end of a in-game event, you know, where like the map changes or, you know, something different happens. That's the final cutscene. Dude, what's going to happen when Cold War comes out? Like, are the Warzone servers going to go offline like hours before or something? I wonder if it's literally, forget it. I don't want to get into that. But yeah, I mean, we already figured season 6 was going to be the last one for a long time. This is nothing shocking, but it's cool to actually see that there's like a leak and that's all but confirmed, basically.
Well, my question is, seamless transitioners, why would season 6 be the last season? I thought Warzone was just going to continue. And if it was, season 6 absolutely would not be the last season because we would have a whole new year, at least, of Warzone. So how would season 6 be the last season? It's going to seamlessly transition, and then there's going to be no more updates.
I mean, like Fortnite has different seasons and then different chapters too. So they could just title it something different, or it start over. Who knows? Yeah,
they could actually. They actually could. It could be like
Cold War
Fortnite's on
chapter
1 or something.
2 now. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We'll see. We will for sure fucking see, but that is interesting. Also, by the way, there's 43 days, 1 hour, 30 minutes, and 50 seconds left until Cold War. So, of course, this is the last season for this game. That shouldn't surprise anyone.
Well, I don't know. There were people thinking season 5 is going to be the last one. It's like, what?
Yeah, that would have been a long season 5.
Yeah, I don't know.
A long season 5. So, anyway, next up here. Black Ops Cold War's Zombies reveal trailer. Now, shockingly, on my timeline, much to my chagrin, read a book, many people were very excited that there was going to be a Zombies reveal. Now, I don't know why, because I thought on Twitter that I followed adults.
Yikes.
I thought I was following adults, people over the age of 18. And of course I'm not, because if I was, they wouldn't be excited about zombies, right? But nonetheless, they were. Weird. And Zombies was revealed today, this morning, apparently with a trailer. I did not watch it, and I do not care. But apparently, it is 8 minutes and 50 seconds long. It is called Die Machine, I guess, is one of the maps, or the modes, or the playlists, or the name of your character. I don't know, and again, don't care. What else do we have here? Yeah, there's like more storyline, I guess. And then there's a bunch of things. I'm actually not covering this. I haven't read this article. I didn't watch the trailer. I'm not going to read the article, and I'm not going to watch the trailer.
Yikes.
Because I don't care. But Zombies was revealed. So if you wanted to, if you were a Zombies frog, then I'm just letting you know there's a bunch of info out on it now. Go figure it out, because I'm not doing this. I'm sorry, I just can't. So Tanner, do you have insight for the listeners? Because I don't have any. I'm happy to like let you do your thing and inform us all, but I'm not researching it. But I'm not going to interrupt you if you want to fill us all in.
No, I saw like Charlie tweeting out some things while I was at work, but I didn't have time to pay close enough attention. I kind of watched, there was like a 3.5 minute little trailer or teaser or something, and I watched that for a little bit. I mean, the trailer was dope, but trailers usually always are.
So you watched the trailer?
I watched some of it. I mean, it looks cool, but again, it's a trailer. You know, it's not like really, from the video I saw at least, wasn't actual gameplay. But the cool thing that I know is that there's cross progression between Warzone, multiplayer, and Zombies. So you can use a weapon in Zombies, and that's going to rank the weapon up across the board.
Ooh, yeah, the cross progression. Mm-hmm. I did see that.
So this is making me wonder, do you think, would that make more sense then that we have a traditional prestige system the way this is working, and just as you keep ranking up throughout the different game modes, whatever you're playing, you just keep leveling up? So I mean, theoretically, somebody, if we have like a normal prestige mode, you can hit level 1000 prestige only playing Zombies, right?
Wait, can do Zombies in multiplayer or cross progression, or Zombies in Warzone?
All of them are, I believe, because like the
Interesting.
That's, I mean, again, I read over the stuff very quickly, so I didn't have much time, but that's what I understood it as.
Interesting. I saw something about cross progression. I don't remember if it was Zombies in multiplayer or Zombies in Warzone or all three.
Yeah.
It would be weird to like be level 55 and have everything unlocked and never played multiplayer before.
Wouldn't it?
It would be weird, because that's not how Zombies worked in the past. I know that for sure. Like BO4 Zombies was like totally different. And the BR was different too, though. So who knows? I think it's likely. I think it's not outside the realm of possibility. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is there something wrong with allowing someone to get max level through Zombies only and then have everything for multiplayer?
I'm trying to confirm if what I said is right.
Okay.
Because I'm not positive it was right. It was like, I was seeing like, I think people tweet about it or something.
Yeah, I saw it too. I think it was, I don't know who I saw tweet about it, but I think I saw that too. It was probably Charlie Intel. But yeah. Anyways, to answer my own question, I don't think there's anything wrong with this. If you get max level through Zombies for your multiplayer loadout, that's fine. I don't care. I mean, I'm not going to play Zombies, but that's not a big deal.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if I'm fighting someone in multiplayer, I should be able to win if I'm better than them. Even if I don't have all the perks and they do. Now, if that's not the case, then the game is dog shit. Now, of course, that's partially true because, like, for example, when BO4 came out, the SOG was like level 51, I think, out of 55. And that was like the best SMG in the game at launch.
Yeah.
So you'd kind of fuck kids if you were higher level than them. So that would be like annoying, but not the end of the world. And ultimately, I think it's actually kind of cool. Because then it's just like no matter what you're playing, you feel like you're like making progress. And then to your question about would that lend more credence to the idea that Prestige is coming back? Interesting question. If everything shares the same leveling pool, in theory, that would make it faster and easier to level up, which would imply that there's more levels to reach to level up in, which would imply that there is a Prestige. Is that kind of what you were thinking?
I'm thinking that means there's going to be a traditional Prestige system, kind of, but it's hard to say. So I did find it. What I was saying was correct. So in quote, Treyarch says, this year we've unified progression and loadouts across all of Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. This means wherever you play across multiplayer or zombies, your rank and weapon levels stay connected.
Oh, okay. Zombies loadouts. That's actually kind of interesting.
So they don't mention anything about Warzone. So maybe it's just multiplayer and zombies are connected. Since that's all Treyarch.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, seamless transition.
But no, I think zombies is actually going to be really fun. I think you're just dumb. I think it's going to be very fun. I mean, the screenshots and everything look cool. Now, I've never followed or understand the story mode behind the zombies, nor that's a big don't fucking care for me. I don't want a story mode. I just want to kill zombies if I'm going to do anything, right? So that'll be fun, dude. Like, that would be a fun Saturday night stream, like drinking the boys. Once Gabe finally gets his dumb PC, he was all about zombies. Also, zombies is free this year. It's cross-platform, so like it's going to be very popular this year. It will definitely be the most popular zombies of any Call of Duty ever. That's a fact.
Yeah, part of the thing that turns me off about zombies is like there's a lot of really cheesy like strats you can do. Like, okay, we're going to get in this door, and then we're going to get this gun, and then we're going to like meta game the fuck out of this because this stairway is like broken and I can just abuse like whatever and just win that way. It's like there's like all this cheesy weird shit that's like I don't like that. I don't like being able to cheese things to win or to do well.
It gets intense though, and that would be something that viewers would like to watch people stream too. Is like you getting to like high levels on zombie, having these crazy strats. You know, I think that'll be really fun. And especially now that apparently if it's tied with multiplayer, like you're ranking up, it's not like you're just playing for nothing. It's not like you're just playing to survive waves of zombies.
That's
you know, it's
a
actually
great
like
point.
You're gaining something for it, so it feels way more worthwhile to play. And if it's cross-platform, you can queue for random lobbies, and you know, if you want to do that, and always find people to play with easily. Whereas like on PC in the past, that would have been impossible.
Another good point. Yeah.
So I'm excited for it. I mean, I'm not going to play it more than I play multiplayer or Warzone or anything, but it'll be like a thing that, you know, you play like once a week maybe and have a lot of fun doing it.
I think you kind of convinced me. That will be, it'll be fun to play.
And then
like drunk.
with all of with all of like the free, you know, post-launch shit they give us now with the battle pass and all that, you know, there will be a lot of things added to zombies as the year goes on. You know, they're not just going to bust their load all over us at launch, and that's all we're ever going to get. Like, we're going to get zombie updates, too, throughout the game. New content, new maps, so that'll be fun.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for it.
Yeah, it'll be cool. How big can a party be in zombies, did they say?
It used to be 4, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't play a ton, but whenever we did, like, split screen and shit, or online play in general, it was always 4.
I wish they could do, like, 10. For the Damascus hangouts. That'd be so fun.
Dude, what if they do like, I mean, they do have larger game modes now. Maybe there will be like huge maps, 10-person zombies.
I would love it.
I mean, nobody ever thought there'd be ground war in Call of Duty.
True.
So there's been crazier things said.
Crazier things have indeed happened. So anyway, we'll see.
Vigors says 4, but in BO3 you could get 8 with certain modes.
Where you verse each
where
other.
you verse each other. Oh, okay. Well, that's different then.
That'd be fun for
That
a
would-
Damascus Hangout too, though.
I guess maybe though. Yeah, if
That'd
you're
be
playing
really
in zombies
fun,
and another
actually.
team, that actually could be fun. Yeah.
That'd be really fun. Interesting. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vigors. Appreciate it. So, next up here. This is actually somewhat surprising to me. Cold War side missions feature puzzles to unlock more content. So basically, I read most of this article. There are like basically side missions in the campaign for Cold War that allow you to like, or like you do like a puzzle or something and you unlock like side missions for like more content. Now, what does this sound like to you? Because to me, it sounds like a role-playing game. It sounds like Dragon Age Origins. You can play, or Skyrim. You can play only the main storyline in Skyrim and beat the game, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And it would take you an hour. But you could also do all the fucking side missions, and then it would take you 80 hours. Like, there's so much more content. This is what this sounds like to me. There's like side missions that you don't like have to do, but you can do them if you want. And it's like more content if you do it that way. Which is very interesting. And it does make sense. Like, if they're going to allow you to customize your character and shit, which they've said they're going to do, that's confirmed, then it would also make sense that there's also going to be like these weird side missions and shit where it's just more like RPG elements in the campaign of the first-person shooter game, which I find very interesting. What are your thoughts?
I think that is really cool. Dude, everything is sounding like this game. Like, it sounds like it has it all. It's actually crazy. I mean, that would be really fun. I don't know. I mean, I don't understand how it would work exactly, but that would be very fun. And I'm all for that.
Well, like Red Dead Redemption 2 is like your favorite game, right?
Yeah.
There were side missions and the main storyline in that, right?
Exactly.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, but I'm not understanding how it would work in a Call of Duty game because it's not free roam. It's not free roam. That's a big thing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, what if it is? What if it's like sandbox versus theme park, like a hybrid kind of deal, you know?
Fuck. Maybe it's not totally free roam, but like say...
Like Mafia Definitive Editions like that. It's like pretty linear, but there's also, you can go wherever you want. You just wouldn't be going toward your next mission or whatever.
Yeah, because I was thinking, what if like, say like you're at your military base or something, and you can go to different areas and like speak to different people and be like, oh, I'll do this mission. So like, I'll do this main campaign mission or I'll do this side mission. Yeah. Kind of like, think of like the Division or something, like where you go to those main headquarters. Yeah. There's a ton of games like that. But that would be interesting.
I like it. It's cool. I like it a lot, actually. There's actually no downside. And I have a bias here because I'm an RPG fucking lover. I'm an RPG simp. So I like all these RPG elements in the campaign. Now, ultimately, I actually don't care because even if there are side missions, I'm not going to play the campaign more than once. And I am going to play it once. I'm not even sure if I'll do side missions myself when I play the campaign, to be clear. But there's no downside to adding them. I think it's cool. I think it's really cool. So it was surprising to see, but now that we know that there's create a character for the campaign, it wasn't as surprising as I thought it was going to be. But nonetheless, pretty cool little tidbit there.
Mm-hmm.
So, Claptimus, 451 biddies. Let's fucking go. Clap. Thank you, dude. Thank you again, brother. Appreciate you. Honored, humbled, and privileged. Love you, brother. Vanguardian Angel, welcome, sir. Yeah, clap. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Well, we're on the topic, dude, about single player games with side missions. You need to buy Red Dead for PC and play it.
I'm going to.
You should stream it, actually. Dude, people were wanting in the Discord. They were saying like they wanted you to stream Mafia.
I was so hungover, I wasn't going to. I don't like streaming games like that because I like paying attention and like dicking around. People don't actually want to watch it. It's just like that watch party channel on Discord. Everyone asks for it, and then when it gets made, no one shows up for it. That's the same thing would happen with a Red Dead stream. I promise you, dude. I promise.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Single player games aren't very fun to watch. They're just fun to play.
Exactly. Yeah. No one would care.
I'll keep that in mind for sure.
Keep it in mind for sure. So, next up here, not super exciting, but apparently, if you're an Xfinity customer, which I think is an internet service provider, you can get
Xfinity, imagine.
First of all, sorry. And second of all, you can get a Cold War beta code for free somehow. Go to xfinity.com/Call of Duty and register for a unique code if you're an Xfinity customer. Apparently, they're partnered with Activision in some capacity to allow for this. So if you haven't pre-ordered the game and you do have Xfinity, you can try the beta early without buying the game. So keep that in mind. And then we pretty much already went over this NVIDIA Reflex shit, so I'm not going to go through that again. So I'm going to wrap this bitch up, Tanner. You have anything else you want to add here?
Let me check. Hold on. I thought there was something else I saw earlier. No, I guess not.
Do you remember what it was about?
No, I thought I saw some stuff on Twitter I was going to talk about, but never mind. I guess I didn't.
You just didn't include them.
I think it was the
the
hit scan thing on the R700.
Yeah, probably. You did end up including those.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind. So I'm going to read a couple of reviews and then get started. So stay in the channel, but go live. Stupid bitch.
Keep that in mind for sure.
So that is it mostly for this episode of the pod. That is the news, the patch notes, and all of that. Season 6, a couple exciting announcements about Cold War. And now we're moving on, of course, to, as always, the iTunes review section. So if you rate the podcast 5 stars on iTunes, you can write a review. You can say whatever the fuck you want, and I'll read it. We'll start with Bent Finn, which I don't think is a change it. I think it's fine. It's not great. It's not great. It's not an endorsement of your name, but it's not terrible. So Bent Finn says, fun podcast. Okay. I was always a very casual COD player until I discovered the Dropshot Call of Duty podcast. This podcast has inspired me to play more competitively and try to be the best I can. That is really good to hear because, if you're going to be playing a game, you'll have more fun if you do better. So if you play a lot, it's worth it to try and get better because then you'll have more fun doing your activity you do for fun. So that's good to hear. Great listen. I always look forward, okay, to new episodes. Also, Tanner is way cooler than Raz, and he spelled then wrong. And he also spelled forward wrong. So now I have to correct all of your grammar for saying some dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
Some out-of-pocket shit like that. So, Bent Finn, you're dumb, right? You're dumb. But thanks for the review and mostly for the analytics, you stupid bitch. This next one is from Vanguardian Angel, who is in the chat. What's up, Van? Let's see how you did. The name is fine, I guess. It's trying to be clever. It's trying a little too hard, but that's not a problem. The title is Stay Humble. Okay. I'll keep it short. Major shout out to Raz and Tanner, aka Tan Man. Change it, he says. Okay. Okay. JK. I love the podcast, love the antics, and more specifically, the air horns. Keep up the great work. Great criticism, and all jokes aside, you guys are dope. Stay humble. #let's play. Vanguardian Angel. Well, brother, thank you for your kind and concise review. I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. And then lastly, we have a name that is just emojis, which I will not be interpreting for you. What is it? And the title is, "This is an amazing podcast. But can you please show more love to Warzone?" That is the end of the review. Okay. I actually like this review. I respect it. He gave us our analytics, and he just got straight to the point and just said, "Hey, I want more Warzone content." I like it. I like it. So what is it? To answer you, we have more Warzone content, interestingly enough, on the Patreon. So get shilled, get upsold, get scammed. Patreon.com/thedropshot. We have quite a few episodes on Warzone there. But we also have some episodes about Warzone exclusively on this podcast. One of them is called All About Warzone. So look for that. But thank you for the 5 stars. Brother. And once again, if you guys rate the podcast 5 stars on iTunes, you can write a review and I'll read it. So keep that in mind. And that is going to wrap it. We're going to get some games in. But first, real quick, Tanner, did you watch the United States presidential debates?
Yes.
How did you like it? What were your thoughts?
God. So if you watch that and it made you want to vote for one of them more, you're dumb. It was I mean, I know everyone's saying it, so it just sounds like we're all just saying the same thing, which is shocking, but it's actually true. It was fucking awful, dude. I didn't watch the entire thing. I watched like 30 minutes. I just couldn't stand it anymore. And I saw a bunch of people say, "Oh, like why? Like don't let Chris Wallace moderate." It's like, hey, what else was the guy supposed to do? Honestly, like, do you think he did a shit job?
Exactly. No.
I mean, what do these people like? You're dealing with, especially Donald Trump. It's like how you can't moderate, and you're not. It doesn't matter who you put there. So like, don't blame him. Blame the 2 dog shit candidates up there. Why don't we start with that?
Yeah. I think
so,
Chris,
yeah.
I think Chris Wallace did as best a job as a human being can do.
None of us could have came close to the job he did. I thought he did fine too. People are just shit talking him unnecessarily, I believe.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was how American political debates usually go. They talk shit to the other person. They don't talk about what they would actually do or change or improve. All they do is just badmouth the other person. And, more third-party voter suppression. Don't let them debate. Just the 2 top dogs. That's all they care about. So that's what we're going to get. And that's why we have a shit 2-party system.
Yeah, amen.
Because of that. So,
any parliamentary?
Hey, fuck the U.S.
Any
Don't
parliamentarians in the chat? Yeah.
Hey. It was disgusting. It was a disgusting display for the country.
Well, I knew it was going to have no substance or value because no presidential debate has ever had substance or value. They're all dog and pony shows. They're purely posturing and for vanity. And there's never anything substantive said on a presidential debate ever.
Nope.
It's never happened. There's never been a plan that's actually like gone into detail. Of course, so debates are actually pointless in that format. The only way you can have a real debate is only 2 people, and also it's 5 hours long. That's the only way. So then someone can actually say their whole fucking point, and then the next person can respond, and they can have a real debate. Not Oxford style. That's not a debate. Also, that's a game. I'm not a fan of Oxford style debates, and certainly not whatever the fuck town hall format or whatever format we had last night. Now, I didn't like the debate because it was not... Donald Trump was a pussy. I thought it was going to be him attacking Biden in super personal ways that were going to make me laugh really hard. Now, that did happen. He did go after him personally very hard a couple times, which I laughed very hard at. But not as much as I suspected he would, or as much as I would have liked. I wanted to see more of that, number one. Number 2, Biden did better than I thought he would for someone who's dying, right?
Oh.
Whose brain is being eaten away by late stage dementia, right?
He was actually, he was way more composed.
He was on all the amphetamines, all of them. So which is fine.
It was the best job he's ever done at public speaking. I'm not kidding. He didn't mess up that often at all, surprisingly.
I was shocked at the drug
he fucked
cocktails.
up often.
Yeah.
Often.
Yeah.
But it was surprising. He did much better than I thought.
He did. Yes. Which is, again, not great, but way better than I expected him to. Yeah, which was interesting, but it was just not as entertaining as I wanted it to be. Now, there are more debates. I think they will get more entertaining, but they didn't get in the mud and get nasty enough. Because let's be serious. If your expectation for a presidential debate is that the two candidates lucidly explain their policy positions in an honest, coherent way, then you've never seen a presidential debate ever. Because that has never happened. That's never happened. So if you're going to tell me, oh, Raz, you should want both the candidates to talk about policy, then I would say, oh, how quaint. That's never happened before. So I don't expect it to happen now because it's not going to happen. That's not what a presidential debate is. The only purpose that a presidential debate serves is to entertain me. That is the only purpose. And the highest entertainment value between these two candidates is just in the dirt personal attacks. And there wasn't enough of that. So those were my thoughts. But of course it was a disgrace. But every presidential debate is a disgrace. It's like all these people saying these things have never seen a debate before.
Yeah.
But now they just tune in to the spectacle of Donald Trump. It's like, hey, they've always been this much of a shit show. They are always purely fucking peacocking, dumb nonsense. So political discourse has never been highbrow, erudite, lucid. And it's not going to be now. So don't hold your breath. Just hope that it's funny. That's the only reasonable expectation you can have. So anyways, those are our thoughts. They're both too old and they're both shit. Those are our political opinions. How about that? Hey, 80-year-olds shouldn't run a country. They're too old. They're way too old. They're way too old. My cutoff is like 65. And then you're too old. You're a liability.
If Biden wins, he won't be running it for long. So, well, he won't be running it at all. Somebody else will be doing it, but he'll be dead shortly after. And then officially he won't be.
True. Yeah. Agreed. Anyways, those are our thoughts on the debates in case you guys were curious.
American political system is garbage.
And by the way, in case you've forgotten at this juncture, this is a podcast about a video game by two 20-somethings. So if you don't like our political opinion, good for you. You shouldn't. You shouldn't take your you shouldn't get your political commentary from a program called the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast. So before you get all
you are fake news.
Exactly.
Wrong.
So before you get all bent out of shape that we didn't say the thing you wanted us to say, it doesn't matter. We're not fucking political analysts. We're not pundits. We don't research this at all. And it couldn't matter less what we're doing here. So with that said, the best way to support us, besides merely listening, is to join the Patreon, patreon.com/thedropshot. 4 bonus episodes per month, only $5 a month. We get all that money, basically. It goes to both of us directly. So if you have a spare $5 to piss away and you enjoy the program, you'll get 4 bonus episodes, a lot of content. Only $5 for an entire month. So
very nice.
If you have any money to spend on this pod, do it there first. Patreon.com/thedropshot. Other goodies are available. You can see the website for details on more. But $5 a month, 4 bonus episodes. Also, you can find me on Twitter at Razinon, Twitch, twitch.tv/Razinon, Instagram, RazinontTTV. Tanner, where can we find you?
Twitch.tv/Tanner Dropshot, Twitter at Tanner Dropshot.
You have Amazon Prime. You can link it to your Twitch account, and you get a free Twitch Prime Subarino every month. It pays Tanner at no cost to you. You've already paid for it. And the cost of your Amazon Prime subscription. So make sure you do that. Rate us 5 stars on iTunes, please. And leave a review with your 5 stars if you want us to read it on the pod. Also, I'm very close to monetizing on YouTube. Go sub to my YouTube. YouTube.com/Razinon. That's it. And then just smash the sub button. It's free as fuck. I can monetize there very soon. And I need it now. We post full episodes of the pod with video there. We also post gameplay breakdowns. We post clips of the podcast that are short and consumable and shareable, which is the point mainly of the clip section. And the gameplay breakdowns cannot be found on the RSS feed or on the Patreon. They're only on YouTube, so make sure you find us there. And smash the like button as well. We also have 2 merch stores. People have been buying the merch. They've been loving it. Tank tops, sweatshirts, t-shirts, phone cases, mouse pads, duffel bags, bibs. We have a bunch of shit. So peep those links in the description, the show notes. Of course, join the fucking Discord, which is linked as well in the show notes. Our Discord is just so thriving, it's disgusting. I can't even keep up with it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. 550 members and growing every day. So get in on the action. You can find a squad. You can post funny memes. You can find funny memes. You can post clips. You can plug your dumb Twitch channel. Whatever the fuck you want. You can't plug it. Yeah, we'll talk about it. Join the fucking Discord.
Don't care that much unless everyone starts doing it.
Yeah, exactly. Just join the fucking Discord. And last but not least, special thanks to our Damascus patrons, Mr. Salmonella, Jay Pritch, Slivovitz, Jake Downs, Zerosio, Rainman Sandstoner, Tequila Sir Rockingbird, Face Esquire, Gift Curse, Adam H, Sniff Hambone, Change It, Jimmy M, Von Trapp, Optimus Prime, Primed, Aussie Menace, Vesterg, Godadote, Josh V, Dreves, Civ, Young Douglas, Dread Pirate Roberts, Sly, Dr. J Webb, Patrick C, Derek R, Wade M, It's the Pickle, That Dirty Clap, Chase H, Killicam, Pre-Shock, Garrett S, Michael C, Jada Pinkett, Smith, Lemur Party, Freeze, The Dave Daily, and an extra special thanks to our one and only Damascus patron, or excuse me, not our only Damascus patron, our only Obsidian patron, the Dropshot Patriarch, the Vaping Viking. Thank all of you very much for your support. The lifeblood, the driving force of this community. I am honored, humbled, and privileged to have you all here. Thank you all for watching, and we're going to go get some fucking dubs in Verdansk with the AS-VAL and the SPR 5570780.
Well,
thank you all for watching. Have an excellent evening, of course, and as always, remember, stay humble.
Stay humble.
Thanks for watching this episode of the Dropshot, a Call of Duty podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe because in addition to full episodes like this, we've also got clips from the show, as well as gameplay breakdowns and more on the channel. The show is streamed live on twitch.tv/Razinon every Wednesday and Saturday at 7 p.m. Pacific time. So give us a follow over there, make sure to turn on notifications, and you can chat with us live during the podcast. And of course, we are available wherever you listen to podcasts. Just search for the Dropshot on your favorite podcast app and make sure to give us a follow. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time, and as always, remember, stay humble.